some daylight.
Well, welcome back for all these sports fans. It's been a hot minute, but we had planned on like getting started at around opening day, and my kids are full swing into baseball and softball at the moment. And even though I don't have a job, I've been just like slam packed for the last month, and so anyway, we're 2 weeks into the baseball season, the major league season, and it's been kind of a slow start all the way around. Like there's been a couple hot teams, but like there's not been a ton of like major headlines. I wouldn't say like Juan Soto is on the IL, Brent Rooker's on the IL.
Did Correa break his foot?
I didn't hear that one, but I'll look.
I think he took like a foul off the foot or something like that.
That's shitty. Well, let me see what we got here. Oh, did you guys face Alcantara today?
Shoot, honestly, I forget who pitched. Yeah, it was school will start.
I think it was Alcantara, if I'm not mistaken.
I was kind of doing a bunch of stuff while I was watching it. It's like, yeah, it was, and he pitched. He got lit up. So,
yeah, well, and so I guess he was due. You know, like last year. So last year was coming off a Tommy John, right?
Yeah,
he was coming off of some surgery.
Yeah, Tommy John, because he missed, I think, the whole previous season.
I think so,
most of it.
Yeah, so he was a couple of years removed from his Cy Young, but he was also, I think it was Tommy John in between.
Yeah,
and so he got lit up pretty hard last year, but towards the tail end of the season, he was coming on pretty strong.
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of people thought he'd get traded at the deadline, and they kept him, and then he kind of turned it on. And I'm sure a lot of teams are like, "Man, we probably should have gone after him."
For real. And then he came out the gate just like slicing and dicing. Had a complete game. He threw a complete game, or was it just a shutout?
No, it was a complete game shutout. I think 1 hit or 2 hit.
Something like that. Yeah.
But I mean, Maddox like 98 pitches or something.
Yeah. So, he shoved.
And then he almost did it again.
Yeah. And so, but Tigers got to him today. So, but he is clearly in the lead. I think like the odds shifted dramatically for comeback player of the year to like he was already the favorite, but then it became like overwhelming favorite.
Definitely.
After 2 starts. But it's a long season, so we'll see. But so Verlander, he's not back yet, or is he?
Well, he's supposed to start last Sunday. I was really excited because on opening day, week ago Friday, Ben Verlander was sitting about 4 rows in front of us.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then Justin was supposed to start on Sunday, and I'm like, maybe Ben's gonna be back there. Maybe Kate will be there. So I was kind of excited, and I was excited to see Verlander again. He went on the IL on like Saturday, like hip inflammation or something like that, which seems about right for a 43-year-old.
Yeah. Just everything hurts.
Yeah. So hopefully he's that's not going to be a lingering issue because he had a pretty good year last year.
Yeah, he really did. I mean, he had for his age and being in the division that he was, like the the NL West was pretty stacked last year.
Well, I think he ended up with like a mid-3 ERA.
Yeah, he started slow, but pitching in San Francisco doesn't hurt your cause either. And a 2 series is it 2 series away and two at home in division? I think so. Yeah. So you get 2 series at Petco, and then you get half of your starts at Oracle. Is it Oracle? Yeah, Oracle Park there in San Francisco. Two of the most hitter friendly parks in the country. But then you also get Coors for 2 series. So
yeah.
But I mean, mid-3 ERAs in this game, today's game is fantastic. So, like that for especially for an old man like that, hell yeah, go get him. It looks like Correa was illness.
Oh, illness. Okay. Okay. Someone took I thought it was Correa. I forget now who it was, but someone took a ball off the foot and broke something.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see that one. So, but yeah, on the AL West side, Rooker.
Oh, sorry, Springer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, CT scan after fractured his toe. Oof. That's one of those ones that sounds like such a bitch injury, but it's like there's nothing you can do for it or about it. You just like have to stay off your foot, essentially.
Yeah, and I mean, a break's probably is certainly better than
like a torn ligament or something.
Yeah.
So it's one of those ones you're just like, it's definitely an injury, but you're just like, it's a toe. It's a toe, like it is what it is, but it just like it's not a knee. It's a toe, and it just makes you sound like a bitch, but it's a real injury.
Well, I mean, so much starts off of the foot. I mean, like Albert Pujols' career got derailed because of plantar fasciitis.
Well,
which is a bigger issue than just a toe, but still.
Yeah, look at Dion. He's missing 3 of them now. So. But yeah, so I mean, it's just one of those injuries that it sounds like such a bitch injury, but it's a real injury. And like even in the military, like the first rule of the military is like change your socks, take care of your feet. Like it's a huge thing. But yeah, so that we'll see how that works. Springer's a big piece of that team who preseason looked to be kind of the favorites to win the AL East. Got off to a hot start against my A's. They fucking swept us out of the park. But we were competitive. It was like it wasn't like they just blew us out. It was a competitive series. But and then they kind of went cold. The Rockies. I think the Rockies won the series against them.
Yeah.
The Rockies swept the Astros. The Rockies are worth talking about this year, so we're gonna, or at least this year, so we're gonna talk about them. But I don't know. I'm glad that baseball's back. I fucking love MLB TV so much. Just being able to watch whatever game I want at basically any time.
Yeah, I'm kind of dying right now. We get MLB TV with our season ticket package, and it's not set up yet. So I haven't been watching quite as much baseball as I'd like.
Oh, that sucks. And it's a fantastic app. I'm so glad it's by far the best of all the major sports packages of just centralizing everything. But all right, well let's get into it. Well, since your Tigers made the playoffs last year and the A's did not, they battled themselves out of last place and finished 4th in the division, but they overtook the Angels for that to climb out of last place. So let's start with the Tigers since they were the more relevant team last year. Had a historic collapse to lose the division, but then ended up winning the wild card, clinching a wild card spot, winning the wild card round, and almost taking the division round. Like it was.
Oh, I mean that was an amazing series. I think that game 7.
That was the 15-inning game, wasn't it? Up
in
Seattle. It was a fantastic series.
Or game 5, I guess. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, it was the MLB season last year was one of the best seasons I've ever seen. Like
especially the playoffs. I mean, so many extra innings, like big time at bats.
Oh,
I like the best players.
Like Vlad Jr. just cemented himself as a fucking guy. Like he is a guy. Like there was a lot of, a lot of people believed in him, obviously, but there was still some pretty big question marks as if he got paid big time. And you're like, is he really that guy? And then no, turns out he is. He's that guy. and he proved it in the playoffs. Like they didn't lose the World Series because of Vlad Jr. No, that was IKF. but
maybe that third base coach.
Yeah, maybe the third base coach. Either way, the Dodgers felt inevitable all year. They kind of feel like it again, but it's starting to get boring talking about Dodgers. I mean, it was kind of starting that way last year, but it just felt inevitable that they couldn't be beat. And even like it's 2 years in a row winning the World Series, just getting into the playoffs, like kind of on the speed wobbles. Like your starting rotation is a absolute disaster. Your bullpen is great. Your offense is nobody can touch you offensively, but the pitching was always a question. And last year it kind of was too. But you got Shohei back on the mound. Sasaki was pitching today. He's back in the starter role after falling off a cliff last year. So,
but he had a great playoff too. Out of the bullpen.
He became their closer of the playoffs, and it was wild to see because take a guy like him and then like Kodai Senga, both like started off really well and then just fell off the cliff last year. Like they weren't sure if like Sasaki was going to be on the playoff roster because he spent a lot of time down at AAA. I didn't even go down to AA at one point.
I didn't think so. I thought it was all AAA, but
I think it was all AAA. I can't remember, but yeah. Anyway, he had a great postseason, and they're off to just another hot start. But the Tigers, what's the story on the Tigers? I haven't watched a ton of them. I watched Skubal in the WBC. I watched a couple, at least one of the Skubal starts.
Well, okay, so they got swept by Arizona and Minnesota, which is kind of rough, especially Minnesota. You don't expect that one. And like some of those games were not close. Like the bats weren't really alive, and their pitching was shaky, and especially the bullpen. The bullpen should be the strongest part of their roster. And they got 3 relievers who all had over 20 saves last year. It was the first time in MLB history that's happened. Finnegan, Vest, and Jansen.
Yeah.
But Jansen's been a little shaky. And I don't know. I don't always like Hinch's decisions on who he puts in. Like he really I think he does too much right versus left matchup in the bullpen or pulling starters early because of it.
He's like he's almost too analytic based.
Yeah, and like it's worked out for him in the past, and it seems like he's just kind of been rolled with it. But now he's got very good pitchers.
Yeah,
you don't need to do that.
Right. Well, like that's the thing is like, baseball is very much a game of numbers, and the analytics drives. I mean, well, we're both numbers guys.
Oh yeah,
I love it, but there is the feel of the game too, and if you get too bogged down in the numbers, like you don't have a feel for the game, and like there's some times where you just gotta, like when Mad Max goes off, like all the managers go out there with the intention of taking him out of the game, and he tells them to fuck right off, and there's part of that where it's like, that's him like feeling the game. He's like, no, I got this, man. And when he has those explosions, he comes out on top almost every time. So you're just like, fuck it, man. Like the analytics tell me take him out, but I've seen this happen before, and that guy's like, he's in his zone. Like Mad Max has appeared, so you just let him have it.
Same thing with like Hinch pulling Skubal early in that game 5 against Toronto against Seattle. You should have left him in for another inning.
Well, like that guy's a horse. Like saddle him up, ride that horse. Like he got you there. Like let him carry you the rest of the way.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so it seems like they just swept the Marlins today.
Marlins who were off to a hot start.
Yeah, and they beat them pretty soundly each of those games. The offense looks pretty solid. There's a couple of questions. Parker Meadows was off to a pretty good start. I think he's hitting like 290, something like that. And then collided with Green. Was that Friday?
Thursday? Yeah, I think so.
And he spent the night in the hospital. Looks like concussion. Hopefully he comes back. We were talking before the pod. That ruined his brother's career. Concussion never really like got his stability back. I mean, same thing with like Justin Morneau. Kind of had lingering issues from that. I don't think this was that big of a collision. I mean, it looked pretty nasty, but I don't think it was that bad. So hopefully he's back quickly.
It's crazy how that impact happened, because the way it happened, where like Riley was basically planted and Parker came flying in, and you think like Riley would have took a lot of that impact too. I mean, he obviously did, but like he was still able to make the catch and everything, but it was that's a stout big man. Riley Green
yeah, I mean Parker's 6'5", like he's not a small guy.
He's also a stout big man, but like it just the way watching it, like it's amazing how Riley Green absorbed all that impact, and then like to the back of his head too. And it's crazy how it affects them different, the way it hits, because like Parker was out. He was just boom. And Riley, he was like almost unfazed by it, and so it's crazy. So I hope that I hope it didn't fuck him up too bad, because and then there's guys like Rick Ankiel that'll just run through a wall and it whatever, he's back out there. But and then like Parker Meadows' brother's career was ended by a concussion too, so it can go both ways. Or hopefully it didn't affect him too much, but but
it's kind of so they've had like Veerling's played a little bit of center without him there. And then like Javi Baez has been there. Personally, I kind of want Javi Baez there, especially since our infield's pretty solid. Torque at first, Glaber at second, McGonigal at short, and Colt Keith at third.
It's a pretty solid infield.
McGonigal's killing it. He's hitting 290 with a lot of doubles. He's hit his first homer today.
Nice.
And then Colt Keith's hitting 354.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
he's
for
got
a while
some
there,
pop too, doesn't he?
Not a ton, but he hits a lot of. He's hitting a lot of doubles. For a while there, he was for first or second in the AL and like extra base hits.
Nice.
Or maybe slugging percentage, one of the two, but it's same thing kind of. But
you like to see that out of the hot corner though.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean you can kind of mix and match with those two at short and third.
Yeah.
And then but it just opens everything up having McGonigal there. There's gonna be a lot of questions without him, and having someone that you can rely on. He's leading off too. And he's just, I mean, he looks like a major leaguer like immediately.
Yeah, it's crazy. Him and Connor Griffin both are just you're just like, all right, well, these guys belong here. Like they clearly belong here in this league.
Oh yeah, and I mean, if you're talking about some of the other like rookies, you got like Otomoto and Murakami, which both are not. They're you can't really call. I mean, they're new to the MLB, but they're not rookies like.
Yeah, they're both grizzled vets, but they're new to the MLB.
Yeah,
but yeah, Murakami is pretty much as advertised. He hits tanks.
Yeah, and it's fun. I mean, it's kind of fun to watch. Like
I'm glad to see it. Like both of the shit heap teams from last year are fun to start the season. You know, like the White Sox are at 6-10. And what are the Rockies at? They're at like they're at 6-10. So like that's a respectable start to the season for both of the shit heap franchises of the AL and the NL. They're both off to respectable starts this year, and they're both like the White Sox are kind of fun. Like and Murakami he's a character, and he just hits tanks. So you're like, I don't know. I'm kind of intrigued by the White Sox.
Well, and I mean, Pittsburgh's killing it right now. They're 9-5.
Yeah. So we'll run down the rest of the Central here. Cleveland is doing Cleveland shit. They I don't know. They're kind of picking up where they left off last year. The Twins are kind of the big surprise of the division. They're
I mean, okay, yeah, they're 9-7 right now, but that's buoyed by a 4-game sweep of the Tigers.
Yeah,
I don't see them actually sticking around.
I don't either. They're off to a really good start, but it's it's all smoke and mirrors. I don't see them holding up. Kansas City's bound to kind of get hot. Seth Lugo has been just pitching out of his mind since the World Baseball Classic onward. Like he's guys just locked in. But it's a typical Kansas City story. Their pitching is great. Maybe not as good as it was last year, but still really good. And then their offense is like, well, can anybody but Bobby Witt do something, please?
Well, I mean, I was about to say, Bobby, he hasn't really turned it on yet.
Yeah. So it's,
and you know he will.
Yeah.
But Michael Garcia is killing it.
Yeah, Michael Garcia's he was having a hot WBC, and he's had a great start. Had a great last year. Pasquantino had a great WBC. Caglione is starting to be the guy that we thought he was going to be.
I don't know, not quite, but
but he's starting to get there. It's starting to get there. You know, it's taking him a little bit of time. And he's not where you'd like to see him yet, obviously, but he had that WBC was a good, because that was a good competition, especially as you got into the actual tournament. It was good competition, and yeah, they played well. So like you got to think Caglione's probably going to have a good year.
You can't get worse than last year.
No, he was pretty rough last year. The White Sox, Murakami, how many is he going to hit? 50 this year? He might. Who knows?
I mean, I
wouldn't think so, but he might.
Yeah, I mean, I think 40 is like.
I think that's well.
I mean, I put money on 40.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of hope he hits 50. just 'cause I want to see it. Southside hasn't had anything to be excited about since Pope Leo. So, and before Pope Leo is a long time since they had.
It's only been like 4 years since they've. Well, it's like 4 years since they made the playoffs, maybe.
Maybe so. I can't remember for sure, but
they like fell off a cliff like
pretty hard.
When Tim Anderson stopped hitting, they just fell apart.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. The Tigers, you got to think they're going to get back on track and be well, they're, it's early, so you're 2.5 out of first place, so it's not like it's a big deal, but yeah, I think you'll see the White Sox come back down even more to earth than they are. What are they going to win? 40 games this year?
I think it's gonna be better than that.
But let's say 50.
50 is pretty good. After the last couple of years, 50.
50s. I think it's
right
doable.
Direction.
I think it's doable for them. I don't think they're capable of much more than that. If that even. But I think 50 is like a good benchmark for the White Sox. But
they do have I forget what his name is now. Like their top prospect is they pulled him up today.
Pitcher. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's been lights out in AAA. So I mean, they have had some good pitching come up in the last couple of years. So
yeah, because they just sent Shane Smith down, huh?
Oh, did they send him down, or is he hurt?
No, because I was listening on Baseball's Dead.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, he got sent down.
He got sent down to AAA. He was
10.8. 10.8.
Yeah, that's a little rough. But yeah, I think you can expect the Twins to drop down here into the 4 spot pretty shortly, and then Tigers, Royals, and the Indians all vying for that number 1 spot. I think my gut says that the Tigers are going to be out with say in a month they're going to have like a 2 or 3 game lead in the division, just based on how the rosters are put together. But
I mean, by roster, the Tigers are definitely the most talented.
Oh yeah,
Cleveland always seems to pull some shit out.
They are the most confident or competent like loser franchise there is. Like like they don't win anything. They get close a lot, but they're always competitive. But they have nothing to show for it as far as championships go. But they're a good franchise. They're kind of like the Brewers, and then for that matter the Rays. The Rays are kind of a cheap ass. I mean, not kind of. They are a cheap ass franchise, but they're competent. They're good at what they do.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, well, we'll move over into the West now. A's finishing up the East Coast road trip in style. Sweep of the Mets, taking 2 out of 3 from the Yankees. They took 2 out of 3 from the from the Astros in Sacramento before that. So three straight series wins after a pretty rough start. Got swept by the Blue Jays and lost 2 out of 3 in Atlanta. But the offense is starting to wake up. Brent Rooker, hopefully he's back pretty quick, but it looks to be an oblique injury. So he's on the 10-day for now, but those usually linger
sometime.
Yeah. Langoliers had one last year and he was back after about a 2 or 3 week layoff, but Rooker's kind of the old man of the team, so you're gonna want to take it slow for him. But Kurtz hit his first home run of the year today. He started off slow, but kind of like he did last year, where he'll string a couple games together with a hit here, just little outfield single, and then take one the opposite way, start using the field, and next thing you know, he's hitting extra base hits, and now he got his first dinger. We got the new celebration in the A's dugout. We got Butler given the gold chain, and then Severino with the leather elephant mask. The boys are bumping in West Sacramento right now. So I headed back home, taking on the Rangers. Got a chance to really take control of the division early on, anyways. Astros stinking it up in the last place. Hunter Brown's on the. I think he's out for the season.
Really? Oh, I didn't hear that.
I'm not for sure on that. I guess I can look. We do have the ability, but I know he's out for at least a little while. Where are we at? AL West.
It's a shoulder strain.
Shoulder strain. Okay, so that's not great, but it's not as bad as it could be. Which that if he was gone for the season, that'd be rough for the Astros, because their pitching's kind of a dumpster fire right now. Angels off to a pretty decent start. Mariners not so much, but they took care of business against the Astros. Mariners are going to be good.
Yeah, they'll figure it out.
The Angels could be interesting. I don't see them like keeping up this pace for much longer, but you never know. Joe Adell had freaking game of a lifetime the other night. 3 home runs, and his last one was the best one by a long ways.
Yeah, I mean, that's an incredible defensive performance.
It was insane. Like I like Joe Adell anyways, but like that was a incredible performance. And each time it was like saving the game too. It wasn't just it wasn't like they were up 5. No, it was like it changed the game every time. It was I mean that's like late season heroics, and here it is in like week 2. It was awesome.
Yeah, hopefully it didn't burn it all in one game.
No shit. But yeah, the A's. So JT Ginn slid into the number 3 starter slot with Morales getting sent down to AAA. And then they called Jack Perkins back up he's been in the relief slot. Pitching's a big question mark outside of Jeffrey Springs, and Severino's the ace, but he's kind of, I don't know. He's very temperamental, it seems like. It's he's going to go out and battle you, but man, when his command's not there, he has a long day. And he doesn't go very long, but it's a long day for
it's long, yeah.
But so far they've been able to. Like I said, it was a pretty shitty start to the season. First 2 series did not go well, but they've been clicking ever since then. And let's see if they can keep it on the rails this time. June was ugly last year, so.
Well, and I mean it's kind of a little bit of an opposite of what they were doing last year. They haven't really been hitting like you'd especially like you'd expect. Probably one of the better offenses in the league to do.
Yeah.
But the pitching's been doing okay. So
yeah, it was the pitching
once the bats get hot, I mean they could really battle the Mariners for.
I think so. I think because the Astros, we'll have to see how they bounce back, but they don't look like a very good team at the moment. They've got some good pieces.
We keep saying that, then they keep finding a way to battle back towards the end of the season.
I know. I want to stop talking about them, but I know we can't because they're gonna be in there. As of right now, they've got a lot of good pieces, but they don't look like a good team.
So what about Texas?
Texas is in. interesting. They're quietly they had a big off season. They traded for Mackenzie Gore, which added to the staff of DeGrom, Evaldi, Mark Leiter Jr., and Kumar Rocker. So they've got an outstanding pitching rotation, starting rotation. The rest of it's kind of
Well, they went out and got. Okay. But I mean, so they still got Wyatt Langford, Cord Seager, and then Brandon Nimmo's off to a really hot start.
Oh, I forgot the guy. Yeah, because they swapped Simeon for Brandon Nimmo. It was one of the rare 1-for-1 swaps that you see in the MLB anymore.
I mean, so far it seems like Texas is getting the better deal on that one.
I think so. The Mets were off to a shit start. We'll get to them later, but no, this East Coast road trip was good for the A's because the offense started to wake up. Langoliers got off to a really hot start. He's kind of come back down to earth. He's not. I wouldn't say he's cooled off, but Kurtz is starting to heat up. Jacob Wilson is just hitting the ball all over. Like they're not falling particularly at a high rate at the moment, but they will. I mean that kid has the best bat control I've seen in quite some time. Like he's incredible at putting the ball in play.
Absolutely.
Soderstrom is showing why they paid him. That kid is good. That kid is really good. He's coming into his own. He hit just absolute piss missile last night. God damn, he hit it hard. But Texas, I think I got to give them an edge over the A's. Slight edge just in the pitching.
Oh,
right now.
And like a good staff is taking you a long way.
Exactly. I think when it comes just game by game, the A's can beat them on any given day for sure. That lineup can mash, especially when they're all like when Rooker's back healthy. Clark is starting to hit the ball hard. Like the average isn't showing it so much right now, but the kid's starting to learn how to hit and at the big league level. So and he is so damn fast when he puts the ball in play. Like it makes everybody else nervous because he's just that fast. Like he can get to second in a hurry. And then steal bases. He's fun as well. And then the defense has not slacked off at all. He's already robbed 1 home run on the year. So expect some more of that. But the Rangers that's a really good starting rotation they got over there. So we'll see. We play them tomorrow for 4, and that like we could really really put ourselves in a good spot in the division with this next series. So we'll see how that goes. I think the Mariners are clear the cream of the division still. But I don't think the Rangers are much behind them. And the A's have the best offense in the division by quite a bit, I think.
Yeah, I do too, but obviously not the pitching. So
no.
But after the Mariners, I mean, it's pretty tight.
It really is. I mean, like the Angels, like I said, I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't think they keep up with that pace, but they got some pieces there that that offense when everybody's hitting, they can put up some runs. So I don't know. And the Astros, we'll see. They're still the Astros. So on the East, the Yankees, we took 2 out of 3 from them. That helped. They were leading the division when we came to town. The Rays playing good ball. The Red Sox and the Blue Jays, they put themselves in a pretty deep hole after they after they swept us, and then I think they really went on a pretty big stinker, and the Red Sox have just not been good.
Yeah, so the Red Sox have not been good, and I don't think they're going to be good.
I don't think so either.
I think they're staying in the bottom of the division for the whole year, pretty much. Well, at least they'll end up there. But the Blue Jays, I think they'll bounce back.
I think so too. The Blue Jays that's a good, well, at least on paper, that's a dangerous ball club. The Orioles have been fun. Pete Alonso's making a splash there in Baltimore.
Is he? I thought he was not doing well.
Was he not? Maybe he's not. I don't know. But they're 8-7. They're better than they were last year, it seems.
Yeah, Alonso's hitting 167.
Okay. All right. Well,
and one home run. So he's
okay. So yeah, I saw his one highlight then.
Okay. It seems like his bat slowed down a little bit. So I don't know if it's just slow start. I don't know, big boy, like you'd expect him to pick up the power at least.
Yeah, because if his power is not if he's not hitting tanks, his defense isn't very good, and I mean it's better than it was, but it's still not very good. So you're like,
yeah,
if you're not hitting bombs, you're just kind of there.
Yeah, but like Henderson's still,
elite.
Yeah, elite.
How's Rushman? Is he still just kind of a?
He's on the IL, but he was hitting pretty good. His average was back up over last year. So and I don't think he's not the number one catching option anymore. So that might help him a little, his numbers a little bit. It's Samuel Basallo.
Okay. So
he was one of the top prospects from last year.
Okay. So Rutschman can play that DH first base catcher combo type deal like Salvador Perez does.
Yeah, and I think that helps him out a little bit on the offense, not having to catch.
I would imagine so. I mean, it's helped Salvi out. That guy's still that's a large man too. Salvador Perez still catching a heavy amount, but like he plays first base and DHs quite a bit, and he's still putting up production too. So good on him. I think, I don't know, after watching that series with the Yankees, like they're kind of boring too. Like it's not much different from last year. What's his name? The guy, their pitcher that got hurt immediately last year. What's his name?
Cole?
Yeah, Garrett Cole. If he's supposed to be back like later this year, right?
Yes.
So I mean that changes things because he's up, but he's coming off of injuries, so you don't know what to expect really there. And but they're a good team, but they're just, I don't know.
Schlittler's he's starting just as good as he was last year.
Yeah, that kid's good.
Will Warren's supposed to be good too, so I think they can handle not having Cole for a while. Then obviously Fried is an elite pitcher. And then on the offense, like they got a lot of guys who could hit the ball. Jazz is off to not a good start.
No,
and he's made a couple dumb errors too. Both running the bases and fielding. He was saying he was going 50-50 this year or something like that. He's got 6 stolen bases. We got 0 home runs. So I don't know.
50-50s.
I think 30-30. Like I think he was 30-30 last year, and I think that's so. I think that's about right.
Yeah, that seems about right.
I mean, that's a good player.
That's a great player.
He's not an elite player.
He makes it hard to like him, though.
It's funny. I think the opposite. I don't know. I think he's fun. At least when
he's not fun. I think he's ridiculous, isn't it?
He is ridiculous.
I think he tries to be ridiculous. Like Lawrence Butler's ridiculous, but he doesn't try to be ridiculous. That's just him. I think Jazz Chisholm is ridiculous, but then I think he takes it over the top on purpose a lot of the time. And
but
whatever. He's
Butler, you got to talk about Chandler Simpson.
Oh yeah, what's up with Chandler Simpson?
So he's leading the league in average. 380. He's hitting 385.
Oh shit!
He's second in the league in stolen bases. His defense is average, which is very good for him.
That's an improvement.
It's a huge improvement. So yeah, I mean he's leading off. He's stealing bases. He's forcing plays. He's like. I mean, he's fast as fuck. Like, just,
he's
making a lot of things happen.
And
like he's never had power, and like no one ever expects him to have any power. But he's like, he hits the ball the opposite way. He just finds gaps, and with an average like that, like, who cares if you have any power?
Well, for real. And then when you're on base and you got the speed like that, shit, dude. And even if you're not stealing a base, like I was saying with Clark too, like they're so fast that like everything you do on defense has to be sped up to account for it. And then you make errors trying to rush things because that guy is so damn fast.
Yeah. He's off to a great start. Good
for him. That's the Rays. I mean, they're going to be in contention. Whether they make the playoffs or not, I don't know, but they'll be in the hunt somewhere.
It's kind of hard to figure this division out so far, except for the Red Sox, which I think are going to be awful. They
got Garrett Crochet.
Yeah.
Brian Bayo's pretty good. But he can also be pretty bad. You got Garrett Crochet. That Ceddanne Rafaela is good. Jarren Duran's good at times.
I mean, Chapman's like shutdown closer.
Yeah.
They got a little bit. Yeah, they got a little bit of offense. Yeah, Rafaela, and like Roman Anthony, but like I just don't think it's enough pieces.
I don't think so either, and especially not in that division. Like if they were in the Central, they maybe wouldn't end up in last, but I don't think they're as good as the Tigers by any means.
No way.
I don't think they're as good as the Royals either. I think they've got some bigger pieces than the Royals do, but I think overall the Royals are a better team. I just don't think the Red Sox are that good. I've not been impressed with their whole direction over the last couple of years. Like since I've started paying attention to baseball again, I thought the Red Sox have been pretty shitty. Just like the getting rid of Devers was a weird one. Like that was early season trade too.
Chasing him out for Bregman, and then Bregman doesn't resign.
He's a Cub now. Yeah.
Yeah. So they really screwed themselves.
Yeah, and Devers was like he was a Boston favorite. He won a ring with him, so the city liked him, and Bregman was I don't know. It was it's one of those I don't know exactly what it is. I don't like what the Red Sox. And then I watched that whole documentary they did on Netflix too, and you're just like, I don't know. It's not the Red Sox I remember. You know, like they're it's like a different look Red Sox, and I don't. It's weird. I'm kind of glad they're shitty.
Me too.
I feel like they deserve it. All right. Well, National League. Let's start in the West since the Rockies are worth talking about. They're still in last place. They're 6-10, but the Broncos ownership, the Walmart side, bought 40% of a 40% minority ownership stake in the Rockies, which is huge. Say what you will about Walmart, they know how to make money, and they've done a good job turning around the Broncos. Since they've outside of the Russell Wilson trade, which I can't say we can forgive them for that because it was a pretty big fuck up. It wasn't as bad as the Deshaun Watson, but it was in the same ballpark. But they've done a good job turning around the Broncos, and they're not afraid to throw around some money. So let's hope that translates to the Rockies. Let's hope they have a substantial amount of say since they're buying 40% of the team. But Dodgers off to an 11-4 start. Not a huge shock there. Padres off to a hot start, 10-6. They just swept the Rockies, so that helped them there.
Beat them on back-to-back nights on walk-offs.
Walk-off
home runs.
Yeah, walk-off salami in the 12th, the first night, and then a 3-run walk-off in the 9th the next night. And then they were down 2 last I saw. They must have. I bet the Padres to cover the spread today. So, and that cashed. So I don't know what the final score was, but it was more than 2 runs.
All right.
Giants suck. I don't know what they're. I don't know what to think about the Giants either.
Well, they just can't sign anyone. Like no one will go there.
Yeah, that's true. Because
which is interesting because they want to spend money.
Yeah. It's kind of like Toronto had that problem for a long time too. They had the money to spend, but nobody wanted to take their money. But there's also a whole lot of taxes involved with playing in Canada too. So, but that's a big problem with all the California teams minus the Dodgers. The Dodgers just pay you whatever you want. And extend it out for 1,100 years.
Yeah, I mean, not a whole lot of good things to say about the Giants.
No, they got Logan Webb, they got Robbie Ray, and Rafael Devers is kind of fun.
And Matt Chapman. He's still a baller. So
yeah, I mean they've got some pieces too, but they're not very good, and they're in a. Yeah, they're getting little brothered by the Dodgers pretty hard. So
yeah, and then I mean Arizona's they're a pretty good team.
They're a pretty good team. There's a lot of the aces that I've come to know and love over the last couple of years now in Diamondbacks uniforms, and they're performing. Jorge Barosa and Adrian Del Castillo have come up. Jordan Lawler finally hit a home run in the big leagues. He's been, touted prospect for a long time and hasn't. He got called up last year, didn't really do much of anything. Got sent back down, but he hit a bomb the other day. Arizona's got a pretty good pitching staff too. Merrill Kelly coming off a injury, but when he's back, that. They got
Brandon Fat. I don't know.
Oh yeah, Brandon Fott, and then
Zach
Gallen. Gallen's when he's on, he's really good, but he had kind of a rough year last year.
Yeah, and Eduardo Rodriguez is kind of the same thing. When he's on, he's on.
Yep. But they're.
And I mean, I hope Nolan Arenado has a bounce back season.
I do too. I forgot about Nolan.
It hasn't started yet, but I really hope he.
I hope so too. I'd love to see it. I'd like to see him hit a few more dingers at Coors Field, even though he's wearing the opposite uniform this time. But no, I don't think they can keep pace with the Dodgers, but I think they can keep pace for the wild card. And if they get in, they've shown a couple of years ago that they can make a deep run. And they kind of just shat the bed last year down the stretch to miss out on the playoffs. But
they had injuries that just killed
that's true. Yeah, and that's true because like half the aces got called up towards the end of last year, and they played pretty good considering, like, because they sold off hard at the trade deadline, and then all the young guys played pretty well and still made it interesting down the stretch. But I don't. Nobody's unless like everybody gets hurt on the Dodgers. Even so, they've got a pretty deep farm team too. So
yeah. I mean, not much to say about the Dodgers. They're still great.
They're just a fucking juggernaut at this point. It is what it is. The Padres are. There's a lot of shine, but you don't have to. It's just kind of painted on. There's a.
I mean, I think that's a good team.
It is a good team.
They're probably missing. They're probably missing like a real ace.
They're missing a real ace, and
to be the kind of team that they've been the last couple of years.
I think so. And they're not particularly deep either. So they, they're a couple injuries away from not being a very good ball club.
Yeah, true.
But when they're healthy, I think they can. Well, they've shown that they can keep pace with the Dodgers. They can't overtake them. But
I mean, they're the last team to knock the Dodgers out of the playoffs.
Yep. So I mean, that rivalry is awesome. The LA San Diego rivalry is so fun, and so I'd like to see it. I'm not going to hold out much hope for it because it's a long season and injuries happen. But I know Miguel Andujar's playing for the Padres now, swinging a pretty hot bat. Mason Miller is playing on God mode right now. He's got himself a new entrance and everything, and it's a fun time to be a Padres fan right now. I hope he comes in to close it out because we're going to Petco in May to watch the A's play, and I hope Miller gets his entrance and then he blows a save against us. But
good luck.
Yeah, I know that one of the Rockies rookies, what was his name? I forget who it was, but it was his first at bat against Mason Miller, and he started him out with an 88 mile an hour slider, and you're just like, oh, you fucking asshole.
I mean, that's a dirty pitch to anyone, but
yeah,
you're a rookie and you're coming up and seeing that.
Yeah, you're sitting on 104, like you're just waiting for 104 because you know it's coming. Well, not yet. Try this nasty ass slider instead. He's disgusting. It's fun to watch him pitch. I wish he was still in the A's uniform, but did what we had to do, and but he's dominant. Like he's got almost a 30 inning scoreless streak going at the moment. Fucking disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, I think you guys probably win in the long run.
I think so.
Especially like Leo DeVries had a great spring training.
Yeah. Yeah, against big league competition, he was showing out, and you're like, all right.
And he's 19, so
yeah,
I think.
Yeah. The A's got some guys, man. They're a fun little team. Carlos Cortez hit a jack yesterday, and he had a good WBC with Puerto Rico, and he's a good ball player. Switch thrower too. He throws.
Oh, really?
He's lefty in the outfield, and when he moves to infield, he throws right-handed.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
That's a weird one.
It's so I taught myself to throw lefty this winter because I tried to cut my thumb off with a table saw, nice. And so I couldn't get my thumb into my mitt, and my son was wanting to play catch, so I was like, well, all right, I was born a lefty and taught myself to throw righty, so now I can teach myself. So not bad. It's not bad. It's not great, but I've pitched BP to my little league team, and it's better than what they'd see in a game, but not by a whole lot.
Nice.
Not by a lot. But I guess I am truly ambidextrous now when it comes to baseball. I can hit and throw from either side.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'd be happy to get the ball 20 feet with my shoulder. Lefty.
Yeah, I don't. You think I think the Padres make a wild card spot if they stay healthy.
Yeah. Same, but I mean, they're just going to get outshined by the Dodgers.
Yeah, I think the D-backs. Don't sleep on them. I think they can make a wild card push. I've no chance they win the division. Like I said, without the Dodgers like just completely falling apart, they'll win the West again. The Giants. I mean, I'm not going to say they're going to be in last place because the Rockies are still going to. While they're showing some life, I still expect them to finish in last.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're kind of like the White Sox. Like, if they win 50 games this year, that'd be nice.
Yeah,
directionally correct.
I broke out the Rockies hat the other day.
55 maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna get in the 60 range, but they might 50, 55. It's not out of the realm of possibility. Yeah, I recorded one of my farm and ranch reports in my Rockies hat the other day in celebration of some injection of new cash into the franchise. So maybe they'll do something with it. I'm not going to hold my breath, but it is nice to have something positive to talk about with the Rockies, and they've been playing competent baseball so far this year. They got swept by the Padres, but 2 of them on walk-offs, so that happens. You don't like to see it happen back-to-back nights, but it does happen. And then today they got beat. It is what it is. But yeah, I don't know. Like it's been pretty okay for the Rockies. They
after historically bad start last year. Like
2, 3 like incredible 3 years in a row of 100 plus losses.
Yeah. So.
All right. Well, we're probably still in that range this year, but I think we're getting closer maybe to the. I'm off the losing or breaking the losing record. I think I'm off of that call this year. I was rooting for it, but then they started out hot, so I'm like, all right.
Keep it going. I'd love to go back to about 100 losses. That's
yeah. That'd be a nice goal, just like a round even 100 loss. 62 and 100 would be fine by me. I don't think it's going to happen, but it'd be fine. And the Central is all kinds of weird right now. Pittsburgh is off to a really hot start, and I mean, without sounding like too much of an optimist, like that looks like it might be somewhat sustainable for them this year. Like
Pittsburgh's an okay team. Like I don't know if they're. I mean, they're probably a lot like Cincinnati last year. Like maybe they squeak a wild card.
I
But I
I I
mean,
could see it.
fuck, like Emilio Cruz is just crushing the ball. Um,
Mhm. Reynolds
yeah,
is having a really nice start to the year. Their
Connor
pitching,
Griffin's up. He's not
yeah,
doing great, but I mean, he's the top prospect. He will probably figure it out.
right. Well, and
Uh,
he his first at bat was a 2-run double. So you're like, all right, go off, kid. It's a
yeah,
um, there. I think it could become kind of sustainable. I think they're in that like they could be in that like 86 to 88 win range.
yeah. I think, yeah, definitely. Like Bubba Chandler's doing okay.
Yeah, they got
Paulstein's
Skeens.
got absolutely lit up, but I
He
think
did
just
get
that,
lit up.
yeah. But I think since then he's been okay.
Yeah, his opening start was rough. But you know, that happens. St. Louis is kind of whatever. The Brewers haven't really kind of figured it out yet, but they will. And the Cubs are looking a little desperate at the moment. They're so that Horton kid, I think he's out for the year. And they're Imanaga's their ace at the moment.
Yeah.
So Harvey.
Oh,
So
and Boyd's out. Boyd's out too.
Yeah, Boyd. That's who I was thinking of. Boyd, not Horton.
Horton's out too.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it's looking a little desperate for the Cubbies.
Yeah, they got
an offense that can put up runs, but their pitching staff is on life support at the moment. So we'll see how that shakes out for them, but that's not looking good.
Yeah. Kind of just real quick back to the St. Louis. You think Jordan Walker's? He's off to like a really good start. He's got 6 homers already. You think that will keep up? Because I mean, he got sent down to the minors like 5 times last year.
Yeah,
and I mean, he's still young. He's 24, and he was supposed to be good. I don't know.
You'd hope so, but I don't know. I'd have to look into him some more. I did not follow the Cardinals much last year.
Well, not really a whole reason to either.
No, there was like the Central, the Brewers just kind of ran away with it. And the Cubs started hot, but then I saw Pete Crow Armstrong hit a home run off a 4-seam fastball today for the first time since like before the All-Star break, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So he fell off so hard. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not buying the Cubs this year. Like especially after all with the pitching injuries, I think they're gonna have a rough year. Brewers, they'll figure it out. I think they probably still win the division. But I'm rooting on the Pirates. I'm hoping they spent a little bit of money in the offseason too. That they
a little bit is what
little bit.
they did spend. It's like
they did spend.
They never spent anybody.
No, but they went out and got Marcelo Zuna and I forget who else they got, but Ryan O'Hearn.
Oh yeah.
And then they just extended Connor Griffin for 9 years. So they're trying to make it somewhat. They're doing what they can to show Paul Skeens that they're trying to win. It seems like, but
true.
I mean, is it enough? Probably not, but I'm glad they're trying.
What about the Reds? What do you think they're going to fall?
I think they have the most realistic shot to unseat the Brewers in the Central.
So I think the only downside is that Hunter Green is out for 3 months, maybe.
Yeah, that hurts. That hurts a lot. But they got Chase Burns, they got Abbott. Who else do they have? Lux? Is it Gavin Lux with the Reds still?
No. So Sal Stewart got off to that crazy hot start.
Yeah.
Ellie De Cruz is hitting the ball. I think Suarez was their big.
Yeah, Suarez was a big signing for him.
Oh, and Nate Lowe.
Oh, okay. So they did basically what the Pirates did.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, I still think the Brewers are the best team in the division. The Cubs, I think the Cubs have the most talent on roster, but as far as this season, they're it's looking pretty bleak from the get-go. It could change, that could turn around, but as of right now, it doesn't look very good. The Cardinals, I've watched a couple of games of them, and they're just kind of a whatever team. But that's how they kind of always are. The Pirates, they're fun. I still think the Reds are a little better than they are. But they're very similar teams. Very similar.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of depends on how fast they can get Hunter Green back.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I think there's a possibility that he doesn't come back this year. I mean, I think it's slim, but I mean, that changes things big time.
Yeah. Yeah, if he can't come back, they're gonna be looking to scrape in at a wild card at best. I would think. I don't know. I still think it's the Brewers to lose.
Yeah,
Brewers,
definitely.
I think the Brewers are probably the best run organization in baseball. They're like supremely competent at running a baseball organization.
Yeah, and they are. I mean, they make the most out of a smaller budget.
Right. They don't have anything to show for it postseason wise, but like they really are a well run ball club. Like they do a lot with not that much. All right. So then the East, the Braves are back. It looks like.
Yeah, Braves are back. They're up 5-0 over Cleveland right now on Sunday Night Baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look back. I mean, Drake Baldwin.
That kid's the truth.
He's great. It seems like Acuna hasn't quite turned back into like full Acuna, but that'll happen. Like he's
not far from it though. He's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Yastrzemski seems like he's having a little resurgence there.
I don't know about that, but he's playing at least.
Yeah. No, but I haven't seen Strider pitch yet this year. Is he hurt? Did he get hurt?
Strider's is hurt.
Okay.
He got hurt in spring training.
That's right.
But I don't think it's that bad. But I mean, they still got Sale, who's not had a great start, but he'll be fine.
Yeah, that was how he was last year too. Yeah, he was dog shit to start the season last year, and then went out.
But Bryce Elder and Grant Holmes started out great.
And don't they have that like Schwellenbacher or something like that? Schwellenbach.
He is. I think he's.
Is he hurt?
He got Tommy John.
Oh, right at the end of last year, huh?
Yeah. So I think he's out maybe this whole year.
Damn, that sucks because he was good.
Yeah.
Any all right, well, the Marlins off to a pretty hot start, and I think that 500 pace or slightly over is very achievable for the Marlins this year. Like
Yeah, I mean we just swept
well
them, so they were looking a little bit better going into Friday.
Yeah, they well, the Tigers were due.
Yeah.
But I watched a couple of Marlins games, and they're kind of good. They're kind of good, honestly. They'll probably sell everything at the trade deadline like they always do, but
yeah, I mean, like how we were talking at the beginning of the like Alcantara.
Yeah,
he started out really well, and then like Connor Norby and Xavier Edwards have had like really nice starts this season.
Yeah,
kind of continuing from last year.
I don't even know that they compete for the division, but I think they're very, very possibly in the wild card mix.
Wow, this is a tough fucking division.
It is.
You got three big time teams here.
That's true. Phillies are still a very good team, but they're without Ranger Suarez, and they're out without Zach Wheeler until later this season. I'm not sure what his timetable is.
Yeah, I thought they should have done a little bit more in the offseason. I think they tried and kind of didn't really land everyone they might have wanted to, but like bring back Schwarber and Realmuto is like, I guess it's nice, but you know, they're mid-30s guys.
Right. But they're
not getting better.
They did trade for what's his name from Duran?
Adolis Garcia.
Oh yeah, they got Adolis Garcia. Yeah. And then they last at the trade deadline they got Johan Duran.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, they're still a very good team. I think they missed their window. I think last year was like that was their window if they were going to win. Unseat the Dodgers.
And they just had some bad injuries. Untimely injuries towards the end of the season last year that kind of hope for them. But I mean, I guess on the younger side, because they're an old team, Justin Crawford made the opening day roster. He's hitting 350 right now, which I doubt will stick. That's Carl Crawford's son, right? Yeah. But he's supposed to be just blazing fast.
Nice.
So a lot of steals, decent on base. So that's nice and positive direction for your positive trajectory for a lot of their aging players.
Yeah, for sure. The Nats, there anything really to talk about with the Nats? James Wood, did he get hurt the other day?
Oh, I didn't hear that. But I know he was absolutely crushing the ball.
That kid's good. Maybe that was somebody else that not James Wood.
Yeah, I mean he's a huge dude. He just hits the ball hard.
Yeah.
I mean, CJ Abrams is like continuing on, like having a nice little like rebound to his career.
Yeah. But they're still very much probably going to be in last place in the division. If I had to guess.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, especially trading away some big pieces last year.
Yeah,
they kind of knew that they were in rebuild mode already.
Yeah, I think so. And so then but then even in the off season, they traded away Mackenzie Gore. I don't know what they got back for that, but I mean, that was the
yeah.
So
Sorry, I forgot that was off season. That's really what I meant.
Yeah. And then the Mets. The Mets, they started off kind of okay, and then well, they got dealt a little bit of West Coast justice today. So, well, this weekend got the sweep.
When Juan Soto's on the IL, which
Yeah.
is, I think the first IL stint of his career.
I think so. It was,
at least since his rookie year.
Yeah, because he's been kind of an Iron Man.
Yeah, and it was just too bad because he was off to a blazing start. Luis Roberts looking like he's bouncing back.
Yeah, he's had himself a nice little resurgence so far.
And Francisco Alvarez, who's a highly touted prospect from a few years ago and never really did a whole lot. Looks like he's hitting the ball well this year.
Yeah, he hit one out against us the other day. Yeah, they're going to be in the mix. I
mean, they got like the third highest payroll. I mean, they should be.
They should be.
But then it's the Mets, and they always find a way to fuck it up.
Yeah, they always do. I don't. Yeah, so I don't buy them, but they're going to be in the mix. I don't know if I buy the Braves yet or not, but they look like they're back.
I think on paper the Braves are a good team.
I think so too.
And I think last year was just kind of a weird fluke.
I think so too. And the year before was all the injuries, wasn't it? Yeah. So, I mean, I think they're back, but I'm not buying them completely yet. I don't think. All right. What's our early thoughts? Any new faces that you've been particularly intrigued by?
I mean, obviously McGonigal,
McGonigal
for the Tigers. I mean, number 2 prospect overall, off to a great start. I think there's going to be, the rookie of the year race will be really interesting.
I think it's going to be a lot more competitive than it was last year.
Yeah, because I mean, you got McGonigal, Murakami, Okamoto, all like top favorites right now. Yeah, he's been getting toasted.
Yeah,
he's sitting at like an 80 ERA right now. But I think his stuff is really good. I think he might just have to get used to the MLB ball a little bit more.
Yeah, something like that. But I think he has the potential to be in that category as well. Yeah, I think there's been some really fun young players, and then seeing the ones from last year continue, like Roman Anthony looks like the truth. Nick Kurtz is still doing big Amish shit. He's that kid's a really, really good ball player. Drake Baldwin, we got to see him. He it seemed like every time he was at bat, he would hit the ball hard somewhere. Like I know he had 1 home run, maybe 2 against us. Yeah, that kid's good. That kid's really, really good. Jacob Wilson's defense is continuing to improve too, which is you had to expect it was going to with his, being Jack Wilson's son. That guy was kind of he was a guru there at shortstop for a long time. So you had to expect Jacob Wilson was gonna take after that. So he made a play from deep in the 6 hole the other day that the kid's got a cannon for an arm. But there's a lot of young players that are, and it's been good for the league. Like they've been able to capitalize on marketing some of these young guys too. So I don't know. I'm really intrigued to see if Murakami can keep it up. You don't see. I mean, it really wasn't until Shohei. Hideki Matsuya was a little bit of a Japanese power hitter, but like Murakami is like the first like just billed as solely a slugger from Japan.
I mean, I think he's hitting 50 home runs a year over there.
Yeah.
Before he came, I think he had like the home run title the last few years.
I think so. And he appears to be as advertised. So
like Okamoto's right up there with him too, and he's already hitting the ball hard too. So it is interesting to see that kind of different.
And he's one you didn't hear really anything about. Like all the buzz coming out of Japan this year was Murakami, and and Okamoto's having himself a really nice start there, and he's in Toronto, right? Yeah. So I'm trying to think of any of the pitchers that have really stood out besides the ones you expect to.
Not really. I mean, it kind of outside of like opening day. What's it? Pittsburgh.
Skeens. Yeah,
Skeens is like still Skeens. Scooble's still throwing hard.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what you expect out of those top guys.
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't gotten to see Ohtani pitch yet.
I haven't either. How's Framber Valdez looked for you guys?
Oh yeah, so he had a good first start. His second start he got blown up like early, but I think he still stayed in for 5 or 6 innings. I think he gave up like 5 in the second or something like that. But he got out of it and stayed in through like 5 or 6 innings. So like it wasn't a complete loss. And like it seems like he's pretty good. Aaron and I talked for a while about him crossing up his catcher last year.
Yeah.
It's just,
better not do that to Dingler.
No.
Some people are real pissed at you.
Well, so he's pitched for Hinch before.
Yeah.
And it seems like all his teammates generally have good things to say about him. So I'm really hoping that that was like a one-time thing.
Yeah.
He just
that was some Bush League shit.
I know it is absolutely bullshit. So hopefully that was a one-time thing and everything seems okay. But I mean, especially having JV back, like that's probably some good veteran, experience in his ear. And
of course they
help him with some clubhouse,
and they were teammates too. So
that's right.
So I think it was a good signing for Detroit. But he's another one of those guys that he kind of makes it hard to like him.
I know.
But he is good. He is really good. So there is that. Jeffrey Springs, I was really surprised to see his strong start. Like the guy is dialed. His changeup is disgusting. Like his changeup is absolutely filthy. I'm still pretty nervous about the pitching situation in Sacramento, but the boys can bang and they're having some fun right now. So I'm glad to see it. I don't not a whole lot of big surprises start off the year. I mean, there's always the slow starters, but that's everybody shakes the rust off a little bit different. So
yeah, I mean, it seems too early to really call anything a surprise yet.
No, I think
no one's like completely falling apart. No one.
No, and then like the guys that really started off bad, like seemed like they're starting to turn it around, and you're like, all right, well it's just early season shenanigans. That's kind of all it is, and it's cold. Like a lot of the games are still really cold. So it's, I don't know. We haven't seen a ton of a ton of real big injuries yet this year. I mean, there's been a rash of them, but nothing real devastating outside of the Cubs. Their pitching rotation's devastated, but yeah, I mean, nothing real huge yet. There was a scare with Mike Trout got hit in the hand, and he was kind of barking for as much as Trout barked, but he was back in the lineup, so that was good because you're just like, fuck, Trout on the IL again.
I want one more good season out of him, man.
That's one a full season. Just it doesn't even have to be like vintage Mike Trout. I just want a full season of serviceable Mike Trout for just want to see it.
Like a real all-star season.
Yeah. We don't need the MVP year. Like that would be nice. That'd be awesome. But like
I don't see it happening. But let's
let him know, like, oh yeah. Remember when Mike Trout was fucking Mike Trout?
Yeah.
I want to see one of those, like, I remember that. That guy was awesome. There's a Twitter account that guy rocked. Remember this guy? That guy rocked.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
No, I think I'm curious to see how, like the Twins, like how quick do they come back to earth? Because they're
I don't know. Honestly, they kind of hung around for a while last year, and they really had like one horrible month, kind of like the A's.
Yeah,
that really blew their chances. And so I don't think they're like, I don't think they're like a bad team. I just don't think that they're going to be able to keep up.
Aren't they up for sale too?
Yes.
So they have that whole situation afoot as well, and I don't know. So I'm kind of curious to see how that plays out for them, because they were the early season favorites to win the division last year, and just
they were.
It didn't happen. I think the Central, AL Central, AL West are both very winnable divisions. The East, still kind of a big question mark outside of the Red Sox. I think I don't see the Rays holding pace where they're at, but I think they'll be in the wild card mix. Orioles, who knows? I picked them to win it last year in the East. That was a terrible pick. That was them and the Pirates. Those were my two clearly worst picks of the year last year. I'm not going to make that mistake and say the Orioles again this year. I'm going to go Blue Jays in the East, Tigers in the Central. I'm just to have some sort of controversy on the show, I'm going to go Cleveland in the Central. I don't believe it, but just for the controversy sake, fine. I do think they're the second best team in the division. Sorry, Royals. Until proven otherwise, I think Cleveland holds that spot. I'm going to be the homer and pick the A's to win the West. But in reality, I think it's the Mariners, Rangers, and then the A's. But the A's have like heads and tails the best offense in the division. One of the best offenses in all of baseball. So figure out what the pitching does. I don't know. Who do you got in the American League?
All right, so I think Toronto out of the East, Tigers in the Central, got to go home team, and then I think the Mariners are gonna take.
I think they're the best. I think talent-wise, they're the best team in the division, or at least the most complete team.
Yeah.
That pitching rotation's still nasty.
So
Their bullpen's still really good. Their offense is better than it was last year. It's still kind of
they haven't come on yet, really. But it seems like you say that about a lot of guys right now. So.
I think so too. All right, I think I got no real, like I said, my heart picks the A's. My controversy pick is Cleveland, and I don't think I'm all that wrong on the Cleveland pick. I think they're the second best team in the division. And just for controversy's sake, that's what I'm gonna pick. National League, I think the Braves are back. I think the Braves take the East. The Phillies are still really good. I think the Mets are still a really good team. I don't buy the Mets. And the Phillies, I think, missed their window.
I agree.
They could still win the division.
I think maybe a wild card, but yeah, I think last year was their year and they didn't.
That's the feeling I got. They're not as good of a team this year. Even when Wheeler gets back, if he's healthy and performs like Wheeler of old, they don't got Ranger Suarez. They just, and they're a year older. I think they missed their window. They could win the division still. I don't think they will though. I think the Braves win it. Central. See, now my Pirates pick from last year looks a little better.
I think so, man.
I want to be optimistic and say the Pirates are going to win it, but I don't believe that. I think the Brewers still win the Central.
Okay.
I think the Pittsburgh is in the playoff hunt. I think they're in the wild card hunt.
All right, and then obviously I think we're both saying Dodgers.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I don't want to, but yeah.
And I'm not gonna say that the NL West is the powerhouse that it was last year either, because it's not. And it really wasn't the powerhouse we thought it was last year either. It was the Dodgers and Padres, and the Diamondbacks kinda, but they never really got everything going in the right direction. They started. Yeah, so I don't think they send 3 again this year. I think it'll be Dodgers, Padres. Maybe the Diamondbacks can squeak one out, but I'm trying to think of who. I think they got the best shot of sending 3 to. Well, no, the East still has the best shot of sending 3.
All right,
because I'm not buying the Diamondbacks just yet. I think they're a good team. I think they're going to be in contention, but I don't know if they make the playoffs.
All right.
Cardinals, I don't buy them. I think it's going to be Brewers win the Central with Reds and Pirates mucking around for a wild card. I think Atlanta wins the East with Phillies and Mets in the hunt, and I think the Marlins will be in the hunt. I don't know they make the postseason, but I think they'll be in the picture. The East is kind of wide open besides Boston. I think any of those teams could make the postseason on the AL side. I think anybody but the White Sox and the Twins can make the playoffs in the Central. But I think Tigers are the clear favorite to win it. And then the West is wide open. Honestly,
Dude, anyone can make the playoffs, I think, out of the West.
I think
right now, we got to give it like another month, and maybe things shake out a little bit.
But you could pull a name out of the West and say this is your AL West winner, and I wouldn't be that surprised by it. The Angels would be the most surprising,
Definitely.
but still, it's not that.
The playoffs.
Yeah, it's not that out of the picture. It's really not. The West is very win. I wouldn't say it's a bad division, but it's very winnable. Like I think the National League Central is kind of in that same picture where it's not a bad division, it's very winnable. I don't know that there's really a bad division in baseball this year.
No, not really. I mean, you used to kind of think like the Centrals were a little bit weaker, but I think they're actually kind of fun now.
Yeah, I think they're more like the East
they're
is
closer together.
Yeah, it's more. That's the word I'm thinking of. They're more comparable. The parity. There's a lot more parity in the Central divisions. The AL West, there's a lot of parity, but like the NL and the AL East are both very top heavy. Like so I don't know. I think the Central divisions are both very winnable. I think less so in the AL Central. I think it's a little more top heavy than the others, but the AL West is very winnable. NL West is super top heavy. And then the two Eastern divisions are pretty top heavy. Early favorites besides Skubal and Skeens for Cy Young.
Crochet and Sale.
Yeah, Crochet. Trying to think of
Woo.
Crochet.
Woo.
Yeah, Woo would be up there. Hunter Brown before he got hurt.
Oh yeah, take your pick from Seattle.
Yeah,
could be a couple guys there.
It's funny is Texas has a really good rotation, but I don't see any of them as like a Cy Young contender this year. Maybe Mackenzie Gore, but I don't even know if he. They got one of the better rotations, but I don't see there anybody from the Rangers receiving a whole lot of Cy Young votes.
I don't think so either.
It's a good rotation though. It's you got three number ones essentially in DeGrom, Evaldi, and Mackenzie Gore.
Healthy DeGrom could get
Cy Young candidate too. Yeah. So I don't know. I think I
think it's Skeens and Schools lose.
I think so too. Yeah, I think Woo. Fromber could be in that picture.
I'd love it. I'd love it. But that might mean that School isn't as good as
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or could they both could be dominant. So because Fromber is very capable of being that guy too. I don't know. I think Sale is the best. Sale and Fried.
Fried's a good one too.
I don't know. We'll see what Dylan Cease can do up in Toronto. Change of scenery might do him some good. Bieber's coming back too. So I don't know. There's some good pitching. There's some really good baseball ahead of us. We're 15 games in.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun so far.
I'm so glad it's back.
Definitely.
We got anything else on the sports front?
I got a couple things that I got to shout out a couple people.
Yeah.
So a couple weeks ago, I was on At the Plate with Danny Foxworth.
I listened to that. That was a good listen.
Check out that episode a couple weeks ago. But he's got several podcasts. They're all really good. I've been listening to him for a while.
Nice.
We kind of just chatted a little bit and got me on there. And that was really fun. Great guy.
Yeah.
Checking stuff out.
We
And
should
then
set something up with him and do like a crossover.
that'd be fun.
Yeah.
And then uh, my niece's friend Katrina has a new podcast, Bushwick Baseball. It's a little bit different format than a lot of the podcasts. A little bit more into like baseball culture, and not
Nice.
just like pure stats and like recap, kind of like how we do. Or listen. I think. Well, when I listened, there was only one episode out. It was a pretty good start. So I'm looking forward to keep listening to that one too.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'll check that out.
I guess as far as other sports go, we got basketball. I think tonight is the last night of regular season basketball.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we
Nice.
start playoffs like this weekend. So excited for that. Nuggets look fairly healthy, so I'm looking for a nice run there.
Yeah.
Pistons locked up number 1, so people in Detroit actually care about basketball again.
No shit. Pistons are number 1. Nice.
Yeah.
I've been betting some basketball, but I've not been following it. I've built my little my sports betting engine, and I just have it pick for me on basketball. It's pretty good on hockey. Basketball's me. Baseball, we're getting dialed in. I'm
basketball, like by far the best way to bet basketball is in game.
Yeah.
Just wait until someone gets down and then bet them to come back.
That was the only way to bet the Chiefs for like 2 seasons, because they never covered the spread.
Yeah.
And you'd wait till they get down by a touchdown early, and then you take live line there. No, I wanted to do a fantasy baseball league again this year, or tried it again this year, and then life happened.
Yeah,
so,
I don't know. I'm already in 6, so I wasn't gonna push it.
Yeah,
I'll do it, but I can't manage it.
I just need to get on one, I'm not good at managing leagues. I'm good at competing in them, but I'm not good at being the point guy on that. So, but I'm working on this sports betting engine, and it's getting pretty decent. So once I'm ready, I'll roll it out. I'll send you the links for it though. So
yeah, I had one of them. I gotta dig into it. I've been pretty busy here, so that'll be a good thing to do while I'm watching baseball in the afternoons here.
Yeah, I started making apps here the other day, and I'm starting to learn how to use AI. So I got some pretty cool shit built here over the last couple weeks. So I've got a horse buying or a horse.
I just saw that today. It looks kind of interesting.
Yeah, I am. So trying to put a number or like a definition on the horse market's like trying to, wrangle cats. It's like it's so segmented. But I've done a pretty decent job of kind of focusing it, I think. So it's still a work in progress, but it's at the point where I'm ready to beta test it, I guess is what the terminology is. But I need to get some guys that ride and buy and sell a lot of horses to start rating some on there, so I'm building so it's called the Cowboy Horse Coefficient, and so it's essentially like a WRC plus.
Nice.
Where your average ranch horse is rated at 100, and then plus or minus from there tell you how much better or worse they are than the average. It's just borrowing baseball, like the framing of a statistic of a baseball statistic and putting it on because in the horse world it's like it's all bloodline registration papers driven. So it's trying to make it to cut away through all that and like what does this horse actually do Is it good for this and this, is it a good cowboy horse? So that's what I'm trying to do with it. And it's in the beginning stages of it, but I think it's pretty promising.
Well, let me know when I can start betting on it.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, that's the thing. It's not lost me all my money yet, but it's not won me a ton yet either. It's kind of keeping me like hovering in that just like break even range. So like,
nice.
So that's a good start. That's a solid start. So, but yeah, we'll want to try next Sunday again.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, we'll try that. It's a good way to recap. So, and then into next week we'll start to have a better or clearer picture of like who's starting to pull away, who's truly shitty, and there's nobody been just truly shitty yet. And there's other than
it's about to happen. Someone's going to have
it's going
trash
to.
week. Yeah.
I'm hoping it's not the A's this year. I'm counting on the Rockies doing it. I'm banking on the A's. I bet them. I think their early season or preseason over under was 75.5. I took the over. So I think they're right around the 500 team this year, possibly a couple games north of 500. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of baseball left, right?
A lot of baseball left. We're next week. We're going to our first game. We got Nick Kurtz bobblehead night. We're gonna sit.
Sweet.
Yeah. I can't. I'm gonna get me a yellow or gold Sacramento jersey this year. The Sacramento.
Like
I think they're dope.
Yeah.
And they're gonna wear them every Saturday home game. So that's awesome. I'm looking forward to that. So Nick Kurtz bobblehead night on the 17th. Then we got Little League opening day ceremonies on the 18th. So we gotta get up at the ass crack of dawn and jam back up here. And then we got team pictures, opening ceremonies, and then a game right after that. It's gonna be be a busy couple of days, but it's gonna be fun. It's all baseball related, so it's all good.
Excellent.
Yeah. My kids' team is 0-2 at the moment, but we're getting better. Gus went 2 for 2 the other night.
Nice.
He pitched not a full inning the other night. He got a strikeout, a lot of walks. Okay. But all my kids found out so far that have pitched so far. They ask him after the game, is it easy to pitch? No. Is it easy to throw strike? No, it's so hard. Welcome to baseball, boys. Welcome to baseball. And unless you got something else on that note,
that's it.
We're burning daylight.